How's it going out there, world? Stare Down with a Mannequin coming to you today, here to talk about a couple of video series I recently decided I wanted to start. One series will dive more into the gear and products I use and such. But today we're going to talk more about the engineering aspect in the series that I'm going to call Engineer Down with a Mannequin. So, more or less, I've recently in the last about year started learning more about the process and everything. So I'm going to be sharing the stuff I learned, some of the stuff I come across. I may even actually have some questions, so I'll post a video reaching out, seeking some help from others that have come across the same issues. But today we're gonna talk about a little thing I came across in the most recent track I'm working on called Collapse. I was doing the vocals this week, and I came to a part where I knew what I wanted to do, and this happens a lot. It turned out way better. And basically what it was is I kind of had a speech in a lower octave, not really deep, of my natural voice, this voice, but with notes. And then I double layered it with low gutturals. And essentially what happened without effects is it sounded like I pitch shifted my vocals. So I thought that was really cool. I'm sure it's nothing new to the average engineer, but it was something new to me. It was something I came across. It was nothing anybody had talked to me about. So I'm going to share that with you today. And here we go. All right, here we go. So again, the phrase is, step back, watch it all burn. We've ignited our world with hatred and loathing. And as we walk into the blaze, we kneel down, praying the water will drown and wash away every single mistake. So here it is in its full form. All right. So now we're going to look over here at the effects, and I do have a pitch envelope here, but that's actually for the beginning of the song, so just to show you, and it is a full range one. 0 semitones right here. Whoop. 0 semitones. So I'm not actually using it there. I can get this thing. Alright, I'll bet some of my engineers are going nuts without all the color coding. I understand I only got to do it once and save it, but still, that's just, for me, I don't need it. So I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to turn off all. Guitar rig is where I get my delay and reverb and such. So I turned off guitar rig, which turns off all those effects right there. So there's all my delay and all that shit I use that's automated. EQ, I mean, I can turn it off. I don't see why it's necessary. Actually, no, it's not, because I'm not going to do anything to the rest of the music to make it here. Go ahead and turn off the pitch. Just for shits and giggles, we'll turn off the saturation. So no effects except EQ and compression. And here it is again. Alright, so now I'm going to mute all the dirty vocals so you can hear that, like I said, this is just my natural voice I just did it lower, maybe not an octave, but you know, I did it lower, not super low. You know what, you can't even hear that. Let's just go ahead and solo these two bad boys out.
Sit back and watch it all burn. We've ignited our world with hatred and loathing. And as we walk into the blaze, we kneel down, praying the water will drown and wash away every single mistake.
And my bad, I did have the effects on there. Yeah, just that stuff, nothing. And so actually, yeah, the pitch was on my dirty vocals too. So yeah, actually, I kind of used my sexy voice. My phone sex voice. So won't do it without those now. We'll mute the cleans and we'll solo out the dirties.
Now step back and watch it all burn. We've ignited our world with hatred and loathing. And as we walk into the blaze, we kneel down, praying the water will drown and wash away every single mistake.
And then together without the music.
Now step back and watch it all burn. We've ignited our world with hatred and loathing. And as we walk into the blaze, we kneel down, praying the water will drown and wash away every single mistake.
So yeah, I found that pretty cool. It gave it a kind of fluctuating pitch shift effect without actually using the pitch shift. So yeah. I don't know if any of y'all found that interesting, but I sure as fuck did. That's not the direction I heard necessarily. But when it came out, I actually totally forgot the direction I wanted to go because I just thought that was way cooler. It gave it more of the, I don't want to say demonic, but just darker feeling I was going for in this song. You know, the song itself is actually about just really, it's about those relationships where the two people were toxic, but they're toxic because of things in their past and maybe not even intimate relationships, but just bad relationships in general. But two people that are toxic and because of that have a toxic relationship but don't want to be toxic. They want to do nothing but love each other and all that mess. But so yeah, there's what I did with this, and you can be looking for Collapse hopefully within the next month or two on the platforms and such. I've been working on it all this week. I think one more week after I get bass recorded, mixed down, send around to my people and get some feedback, it'll be ready to go. So this was my first session of Engineer Down with a Mannequin. Thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to the next one. Deuces!